to be named from the Wilson Drive Community Task Force, likely the steering committee. That would be the committee the group that would further evaluate the responses, interview, and then have some more discussions about the scope of work that would come back before us for approval after a consultant selection. What did I miss? Yeah, we did. There was, I think, there were 2 changes to this document, as you see. One is the elimination of the reference to placemaking as one of the. I don't know exactly where it is.
It's under project overview.
1C under project overview. And then there was a reference to a memo.
And then there is a reference to a memo, there's a reference to a February 2017 Wilson Drive Community Task Force memo that the task force is not producing memos, so that has been, that will be removed from.
Which one first? On the section on the list?
That's under available reference materials, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6, sorry.
It's the
Third
last.
from the bottom.
It's the last item with the February date.
Oh,
And that's because at our last meeting, we made changes to the NSA report, so the issues that the steering committee had were addressed through the changes to the report. And then there was the motion that we adopted to recommend further public input, another round of public input.
correct. Is this this list, I assume this is the list of firms that we're going to mail to? Does this include the one engineering firm that came up in our steering committee all the time? Yeah. Okay, is that?
GAI. Yes, they are on that list.
So with that, I would move to approve the issuance of the request for qualifications for North Wilson Drive Design and Engineering Services.
Second that.
Discussion? All in favor of the motion stated, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. Got something to do tomorrow.
Reports of village officials, I've got one, as you're aware, we received a notification from village manager that he's planning to retire on May 19th as opposed to October, whatever that date was before, October 9th or 11th. And this does change what we might be doing. We may have a need for an interim manager. We don't know that for sure yet, but that would be my guess of kind of timing. I worked with Tyler today to come up with a recruitment timeline that I'll pass out here. And perhaps I'll have Tyler go over it.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that you're all aware, President Johnson also wants to make sure you're aware, here are the action items that would be happening in the next month. This is a snapshot, and we can continue giving you a snapshot in the next month as we continue moving forward, just so you're all aware of the activities that will be happening. Proposals are going to be due to the Village Hall at the end of February 28th.
Which is next Tuesday.
which is next Tuesday.
The request is already out there.
The
Request is already
went
out
to
there.
6 firms.
We've been in contact with 6 firms. We're expecting a reply from 4 to 5 firms. So there will be a few to select from. That next morning, March 1st, I'm going to send you all the proposals so that you can begin to review them. And President Johnson and myself ask that you can send any input that you have to President Johnson by that Friday, March 3rd. He will consider all the input and work with staff, including myself, in selecting final 2 or 3 firms that can be brought in to be interviewed. I'll be contacting them by the end of March 3rd and giving them advance notice that we're hoping to have a special meeting on March 13th to do the interviews. And
Which begs the question too, check your calendars now to see if you're available on March 13th. And can you also be sure to contact the trustee Bockhorst?
I will, absolutely. I'll make note of that right now. Okay, moving forward then, in the meantime, when I get the proposals, I'm going to be working on this nice one-page spreadsheet that makes it kind of a good summary of the proposals. So that it can act as a summary sheet that is, as we do the interviews, and that it can help you to be able to assess each of the firms. So I'll provide that to you March 7th, so you have time to review that spreadsheet heading into the March 13th interviews with the firms. And then with the firm, after interviewing the firms on March 13th, we'll have an agenda item to allow you to discuss and process the interview, and perhaps even, not necessarily a motion, but a verbal as far as who you would like staff to work with on a potential contract to bring to the next meeting, which would be March 20th. So to make sure that we're moving forward on this, we could have consideration of approving a contract that we can bring forward and put in the agenda packet for that meeting for you all to consider.
Any questions?
Are we going to do a national search? I mean, is that what we're anticipating, that nationwide search for this?
It will probably, for most of these, do a national search. You know, I saw what, I met with the mayor of Glendale when they did theirs, and they used one of the firms that we've gone out.
Let me just further, if I can just further define national search, what that really means is they will put like a profile together in a job announcement, and they'll probably send it out to what the ICMA, that's the association that Chris and I are part of. And all the administrators and managers will be able to see it through that job announcement. That's, when they say a national search, that's pretty much the main activity that they'll do. I think with other resources, they'll be spending time more on local resources as far as recruiting.
Basically, what you get when you do find people that are long distance is because they probably have a Wisconsin connection or something and want to come back with this.
So I mean, so they're going to advertise, they're going to recruit, they're going to probably winnow down to 10 to 12. Is that basically what we're looking at them to do?
Right, in the
first?
identified process, there would be two sets of interviews with the board, semifinalists and finalists. So you would have up to 2 opportunities to get to meet the candidate.
But I mean, what we're asking a consultant to do. I mean, because I guess what I'm wondering, and I'm just asking Zach naivete,
Okay.
is why can't we just, put an, advertise ourselves in ICMA or Wisconsin? Because my guess is we're going to find somebody who's managing a town probably pretty close to Shorewood who wants to make, I mean, the way village managers and administrators move around, it's a little bit like, like a game of hopscotch or something. So my guess is we're going to get somebody who used to be South Milwaukee or Delafield or Conomowoc or something like that. So I mean, I'm just curious you know, what the advantages of, I mean, if we're doing, if we really want to throw our net, you know, nationally and see who can come in, I can see. But is that really what we're thinking we're going to do?
Sure, to answer, if you don't mind, two big advantages when these are done. Number one, they've done other communities, so a lot of times they may have applicants or people that have applied for other positions. So they've already, through other processes, have vetted some of these candidates, and they can bring that expertise to let you know, listen, interviewing such and such that, this is what I have learned. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of some of those candidates. The second thing is, some people in my profession, they actually prefer, and it's a huge selling point for them to see that a recruiter is or a firm is being used. To them, that is actually an advantage to them for applying for the position. Because if you just have a board do the process, you don't know really what that process is going to be from community to community. So part of it is it's the unexpected when you're using one of these firms. There's a sense of, okay, I know what the process is going to be used, and to them, that's a sense that, okay, this is a process that I would like to be involved with, and sometimes it can be an indicator for someone that they will then apply.
I get it, okay.
So those are the two big
And this
benefits.
is typical for school districts too. They will, if they're going out for a chief administrator, they're going to most likely use a recruitment firm. And you have some experience.
Yeah, if I may, my experience with starting the process with two superintendents in the school district we use a different search firm each time. The advantages were, and we had at that time, asked the same question, why don't we just do it ourselves, we're a desirable place. And the advantage was, they know where to go. They saved us a lot of time in knowing where to post and where to find things. Secondly, they were not only acting as a search firm, they were also acting as our recruiter and calling some people that might not have otherwise responded to a want ad, that might not be necessarily looking for an ad, say, you might be good, think about this. And thirdly, it was very helpful for us on the board, having someone from the outside say, here's a process that works. You can do what you want, but here is the process. It saved us a lot of time in terms of the process and involving stakeholder groups, et cetera. It was well worth the time.
I was here during the last one, and the village hired an outfit called Brimmeyer and Associates, which doesn't exist right now. Jim and was out of Minnesota, so it's actually a Minnesota firm that you're familiar with since you have your Minnesota connection there too. But the process worked very well because they actually brought the people in. They helped with defining questions that we might want to ask. We could add to it, but they really got a professionalism involved in the process of how to hire somebody.
Can I ask if we do need to appoint an interim village manager, is there something in code about that, or how does that work?
It's the board's decision. One thing that most of the recruitment firms can offer is the ability to help one find an interim manager too. So I would propose that, once we get into the process, I don't want to change the RFQ right now because, we got to keep moving on this thing. But once we get it narrowed to 2 or 3 of the firms, we're going to have to let them know that this October 11th date isn't what we're looking at right now. We're looking at our current manager leaving on May 19th, and we may need an interim. What can you guys do to help us find an interim? something that firms do, and there's a lot of situations where interns are used too. Whitefish Bay had one, they ended up with a person. Glendale was internal, but even though they did a full search, they ended up with their internal, or their intern manager.
Our school district did that recently.
If you're interested in the code section that talks about the manager, it's under chapter 109 article.
I mean, obviously, it's going to be one of the most important things that we do. So, okay. So, by next Wednesday, we're going to see proposals. That's all the reports I've had. Does anybody have any trustee reports? Yes.
Just a quick call your attention. We had a collaborative